I wouldn't put my boy on a road trip to damnation. I've picked the best that I could to be with him.
You wouldn't put him on the highway to hell either.
That's licensed. You can't say that.
How do...
Like, as always, Ray, get 3 minutes. Go.
Okay, so we open the door, and it's really smelly and humid. And we walk in, and it's like an Amazon jungle filled with pus. Disgusting! There's humanoid shapes on the floor and walls. There's a large the flowers. There's a big flower, and it's pulsing, and it's like that corpse flower thing, and it has veins that are also pulsing. And Tiffany is there, and oops, lightning kind of kills Tiffany right away. It's fine. They're a hive mind. It's fine. And let's see. There's also a shit ton of just things like running towards us in the apartment complex. It's a bad time. So like, we were rolling so bad. A lot of us got infected. Oh, we found some of the people in the pods on the floor had overalls that said Beacon and How. What the fuck? And then let's see, Kara got charmed into getting infected. Oh, I just broke this. And it was like, hey, you want to be a part of something again? And it called itself Aunt Casey. And so and then Olivia was a badass and was like, keep the mob away. And then we were kind of like, ooh, we have to kill people maybe because the people in the pods might be people and we might be killing them, but that's okay. We got real fucked up. And then we left and the creature didn't stop us, which is and we find out that Aunt Casey, is Becky's sister who's supposed to be dead, but she's not. Also, everyone is infected except for Olivia. And then Kara remembers that she knew Casey. She like kind of knew her growing up. And Casey gave Kara her favorite book. Lukas tried to remember and he got a migraine. Becky doesn't know that she has memory loss. We were all quarantined. Oh yeah, Elaine was like, no more investigation. You guys are done. And then Olivia was kind of bothering Elaine. And then we were all kind of isolated, sad. Olivia talked with her sister. That was pretty cool. They had a good one-on-one. Let's see. And then there was a gay moment between Olivia and Kara. And then Lukas stood up to Elaine. We were all talking to her and he was like, I don't believe you. And we called her out online.
30 seconds.
And then she was like, yeah. And she got real mad at us because she was like, rah, rah, I'm going to keep, like, if you want Becky to remember, you have to deal with the consequences. Because what she remembered, painful. So she kind of like forced us to like experience just a little bit of what Becky's memories were. And Kara felt them as if they were her own. So that's fun. And it was like, there was an old woman, there was a book. Casey's head exploded from the inside. Becky was holding Casey, crying. But there was a book. Elaine was standing over.
So finish your sentence.
Old pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, Elaine was standing over a dead old woman with a metal pipe.
Yep. Brutal pipe murder. So, Lightning. Lightning wanted to have a one-on-one meeting with Elaine, and you guys have about a week-ish before you're like cleared to go out on your next statement. So this will happen some point during that week, probably closer to the end maybe. So, Lightning, you find yourself in Elaine's office, one that you've probably been in many times throughout your youth. It's kind of lavish in a modest way. Like, there's not a bunch of like art or decorations or things, but what is there definitely is like stuff that kind of gives off importance, wealth, blah blah blah. There's a really nice big portrait of herself painted in like a prior century style rather than like a more modern style. There is a singular bookshelf that is got what appear to be lots of kind of classical works, some of them more modern, some of them older, just a lot of things that like your English teacher would go, yeah, this is one that you have to read type of deal. And it's just kind of that general vibe. So she's sitting there, hands in her lap, and says, so, Mr. McGraw, what is it that you wanted to speak about? concerning Lukas.
I'm gonna be standing until she tells me to sit, but Miss Wright, you're watching us through Lukas. That's correct.
What an interesting thing to suggest, that I would have the ability to spy on you folks.
With all due respect, I feel like based off of what everybody knows about how powerful you are, that would be one of the simplest.
Oh, and what is it that everybody knows about how powerful I am?
You are not something to be messed with. From the entities we've been dealing with, you are amongst the most powerful who ever exists.
Oh, well, if only that were true. But I appreciate the compliment. Now, so I suppose that's not necessarily a question, that's a statement, the validity of which is not really relevant to, I imagine, what you have to say. So, what is it that you're interested about with Lukas and your adventures and investigations and things?
I believe Lukas's growth is going to be stagnated as long as the group keeps believing that you are watching us through him. Therefore, if there is any way you can aid or ease those worries amongst the group, I feel as if Lukas's relationships may grow more fruitful.
Huh.
Whether it is or isn't true is up to you to decide. If you tell them it is, and tell them you're not doing it anymore.
Okay. This sounds like a persuasion roll to me.
Okay.
Difficulty 6 from your intellect pool. And I think I'm going to give you a situation modifier of eased by 1. Your particular approach, I feel, is one that does make this persuasion slightly easier. A 5. Okay, that's not going to cut it. A 15, that beats difficulty 9. Okay, cool. That definitely beats it.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
Okay.
I only saw the 5 in that.
So she's like, okay. Well, I wouldn't want Lukas to feel othered by you folks due to what may or may not be true. So I'll have a meeting with all of you right before you head out on the next investigation, and we can talk about this.
We understand this is not a conversation I've had with the group, correct?
Oh, well, I mean, if I could spy on you guys, then wouldn't I know that?
I don't know all of your skills, Miss Wright, and I don't presume to.
That's smart. So, now that business is taken out and done with, Mr. McGraw, Lightning, what have you been doing on this initiative of ours? I know that it's been kind of difficult getting you out of the nest, so to speak. I mean, you've been here your entire life. So getting out and about in the world, especially kind of so suddenly and on such dangerous endeavors, I'm sure has not exactly been the smoothest ride for you.
Miss Wright, would you like the professional answer or the honest answer?
Oh, you can speak plainly, Lightning.
It's been fucking hell. At this point, I don't know if it's better for me to have stayed inside or to have gone through this. Things have come to light that I don't know if I would have preferred to. And at points, I don't know if it's part of a game that you're playing that we just don't know. And why my loyalty in you has wavered.
Knowing things has consequences, Mr. McGraw.
As I am learning.
I appreciate your honesty. Know that, regardless of what things that you may encounter out there, that I have the best interests of the battle bus in mind.
Hopefully we can earn your trust and learn more in the future. I do have one question, Miss Brent. Do you know the avatar of the Fallen Titan? Or the avatar itself? And I'm fucking staring hard for any reactions on this one, dog.
Knowing is an interesting thing when it comes to individuals of that caliber. It's already hard enough to know people. So, do I know them? Probably not. I wouldn't say that I do. Do I know of them? Yes.
And are they a task you think we're capable of yet?
Oh, I think you guys can do anything if you put your mind to it. If there was something that I thought you couldn't handle, it wouldn't be something that you would find yourself dealing with. I am the one that sends you where you go, after all.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Wright.
Have a good rest of your rest, Mr. McGraw. I'll make sure that I schedule that meeting before your next investigation, which is prompt. And with that, you are dismissed, and she'll go basically start working on files on her desk or something like that, and you are free to skedaddle. So, couple of days, basically the rest of your week off, kind of passes. We're leaving this one open in case I need another supplemental. Oh man, what did they do during this week? We'll find out someday, maybe. But the end of the week arrives. You are all brought into Elaine's office. Again, you've all been here at some point or another, either during interviews, during time, hanging out with your mom during lunch, maybe at some point performance reviews, other things like that. Olivia's probably been in here the least, but still everyone's been in here at least once before. Elaine did not tell you why you were here, just that she wanted to have a meeting with the Mobile Magnus Institute before you guys set off on your next adventure. There are no seats this time, so you're all standing. She is sat down at her desk.
What a fucker. What a fucker.
So
You guys don't
Honestly,
get
I
chairs.
prefer it this way.
There was definitely a chair when I was there. I just don't sit down unless she tells me to. You know, like a good boy. But, like, I would have totally expected her to at least have a chair for Lukas, you know?
This is she does not plan on this being a quick meeting. You know, you guys have a job to do after all. She takes and she's sitting there, hands in her lap, got kind of like a slight Mona Lisa type of smile as you guys all kind of file in. I wanted to ease your concerns before you guys go out on this next investigation, this next statement for you. I understand that the last one was hard on you all, that it was maybe the second most dangerous thing that you've faced thus far, not counting for the factory, Grimaldi's. So, in order to give you guys a little bit of a safety net, as it were, I can see everything that you do.
Oh, you're just saying it.
Really?
Every
Okay.
single
Everything?
second of everything that you do, I can see. So, if you guys ever
For all
find
of us?
yourself in a situation that you feel is too dangerous or that you feel is out of your depth, know that I, your boss, am there to make that decision for you. So, if things are too bad, I'll pull the plug. If you guys got this and it just things seem a little dire, well, I'm not one to take away an experience from you, a challenge, you know. So just be safe in knowing that Elaine has her eyes on you at all times.
And how do we get privacy?
Oh, well, that's when you're not at work, of course. I mean, there's no reason for me to take and have an eye on you. But just when you're out there doing dangerous things that might be the end of you, I know.
Hey, Elaine. This would have been nice to know before the circus.
Knowing things has consequences, Miss Stewart. And going somewhere and knowing that you're safe gives a different experience, a different kind of outlook on the situation. One that I don't think that you were prepared to have, that you didn't need to have until now. Things have changed. And I need you guys to be assured in yourselves and confident in what you're doing.
What's changed? Why now? What's changed?
Oh, well, Mr. McGraw came and told me that he had concerns about the mission, that he was scared that you guys went over your heads, that what happened in Rebirth and Renewal Apartments was too much, and I wanted to assure all of you that if there's a situation that is too much, that you'll be covered.
If I had known this, I might not have had to do the things I did at the circus.
Would
Whatever.
How are you watching us?
Yeah, can you see us through everyone?
I can.
Like, how?
Oh, there's no need to worry about that. Just know that you're safe. That I've got my eye on you. Don't worry.
Well, there is some need to know because we tend to split the group at times.
I've got my eye on all of you whenever I need it.
Is there any
Okay.
indication that she is looking at or purposely averting his eye line?
What do you like? She's not looking at him? What do you mean?
Yeah, like assuming the heterochromia is like her doing.
I don't think there's anything in this conversation that you could pick up on regardless of a roll. Because there's nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing. You guys are just having a conversation. There's nothing weird happening, right? She's just kind of looking like when she made you guys experience Becky's memories. You could feel she was looking at like all four of you at once. Right now, she's kind of just like you don't feel anything like that. She's just like literally looking between the four of you with her real world eyeballs, not whatever was going on with being able to experience Becky's memories.
Is
So-
she lying to me? Olivia spent some time being shamed for how the last mission went,
Mm-hmm.
so she doesn't believe any of this. She's like, what? She knows there's something else. She would just unprompted do this. This is weird.
Yeah, I
What?
suppose you could roll discern motive. Difficulty 6
Yeah.
from your intellect pool. If you're trained in discerning motive, you're trained. Otherwise, you're practiced, and then there's no situational modifiers. A 2. Okay, that's not gonna succeed. Hate to say it.
Oh wait, I gotta add the XP that I got. Okay. I'm gonna spend 1 XP.
I feel like
Oh
she's
yes,
telling the
for the viewers, I did give Bren 2 more experience points off camera, quote unquote, because I realized that the interactions with Ava were like progress towards finding Dad character arc, which is worth 2 XP. That's another failure. Okay, we're gonna let that one hang out with that 11. Because if you'd gotten a 12, you would have beaten
Oh god, I was so close.
it. Yes.
You know what? One more. I'm a gambling man.
Yeah, what
I
could go
like
wrong?
to
You're not gonna need that
gamble.
experience for the actual statement.
Big whammies, big whammies,
Yeah.
big whammies.
No, what?
Big whammy!
Big whammies.
Big
Let's go.
whammies.
So yeah, there's something when she says with the part about like why now, and she answers that Lightning was concerned. There's something about the way her eyes kind of like dart around that just feels like off.
I just wanted to ask, so we've had also like other people be like, hey, just shout out and I'll know where to find you. Is there any way to like have them not be able to do that? Because I mean, fucking if I said fucking Mr. Lucas's name and he just showed up, can they just is there a way to not have that?
When you go to the doctor and they ask, hey, does it hurt when I do this? And they do that, and then they tell you, just don't do that. Just don't say that. Just don't invoke them. I mean, that's...
Yeah, but like, I don't like that people can just find us.
You
Look, I'm
just...
saying Elaine,
well-
Elaine, right in front of you.
I'm here, right? Cool. We're right in front of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't invoke the people that say they can find you when you say their name.
Well, okay. So does that mean is Riley dead? If I say Riley, will she just be like,
Don't
hey,
keep
what's up?
fucking saying the name. You're saying the fucking place to test that shit, Carl. What the fuck are you
I
doing?
want to test it. I'm
What the
Elaine,
Do
fuck?
not
say
say
it.
Bloody
What-
Mary 3 times.
What type of
In front of any
Beetlejuice
mirrors.
situation you fucking are we in?
Who else do we know? Michaela Cruz.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna start listing people.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know that you're recovering from a rather hard time, but I would have. You're smarter than that, Miss Stewart. Hey, it hurts when I do this? Well, don't do that.
Well, I I would kind of like to know if one of them was still alive. You know, it kind of feels like I would have. Whatever.
On that point that Kara was kind of making upon summoning people, if we know we're getting into a situation that we require you to help us, is there a way to contact you before that happens?
Yeah, maybe like answer
a
your
phone?
phone.
Without a phone, because apparently my phones get destroyed every time.
If look,
I
Like
know
I
you're
said,
watching us, but like
I can see it all. So if there's a situation that needs my attention, I'll know.
Do you
what
have
if there's
no?
a situation you can't see it?
That's just simply not possible.
What if you have no eyes?
If anybody looks at Lightning, he's just been shitting himself in the corner the entire time. There's like a level of formality that like I've been trained my whole life to have with fucking Elaine, right? So like, as much as a pissy little bitch I may be with her sometimes, you know, like I'm always gonna call her Miss Wright. You guys are calling her fucking Elaine, being like, bitch, pick up your phone. Like, holy shit. I'm like cross-armed, being a little boy in the corner.
Lightning, do you have any thoughts?
I'm slightly with
No.
Lightning.
Nope.
Olivia is
no.
the one who's looking between the two, like, what?
I'm sorry. If I'm overstepping, just tell me. I am learning about everything, and also I've lost everything, and so like I don't feel like, you know, I'm having a hard time caring about consequences that would be harmful to me.
That's good to know.
Oi!
Oh.
Don't say that.
I would hope that you wouldn't lose your eyes, Miss Stewart. That would, you'd have a lot more problems to worry about than whether or not your boss could
Yeah.
see you.
I like eyeballs. Mine.
So, with that, I think that's covered everything. I just wanted to let you know that don't worry, I've got my eye on you. I'm not going to send you somewhere that I know you can't handle. You're all smart and tough and strong. I wouldn't put my boy on a road trip to damnation. I've picked the best that I could to be with him.
You wouldn't put him on the highway to hell either.
That's licensed. You can't say that.
Can I discern her motive or some shit to figure out what she means by the best?
Oh yeah.
I don't like this person.
I don't know if there's a role for that one. That would need to just probably ask her and just see if she would say anything about it, because I don't think there's just a straight up role that would tell you anything more than just that
What
it
do
made you
mean by
uncomfortable.
the best, Miss Rat?
Oh, well, I only hire the best people that I have available. I mean, Lightning, I could have just left you here working in artifact storage or, you know, any other manner of jobs, but no, I've assigned you to be on this initiative with my son because I knew that you were the perfect fit for the job.
Understood.
So, with that, I thank you all for coming, and the bus and everything is ready for you. Becky's ready, and you'll be, I hear Becky's got a real good one for you. That she's, well, I say Becky, I've got a real good one for you.
Oh, when Becky takes statements, is that you or Becky?
If I take a statement, I say my name, like I did with your mom's.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, you do a weird thing sometimes. I'll leave it.
All right. Well,
You
thank
know?
you so much, Miss Rat. We'll be on
Thank
our
you,
way
Ms.
now.
Wright. You are
Alright.
very professional and cool.
Thank you, Miss Stewart.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and with that, you guys take and make your way back to the battle bus.
Cool.
Why didn't you look like you're gonna shit your pants? Okay, I don't know.
I am. That's my fucking boss. That's like the boss.
What? Okay, we can't shit our pants in front of our boss.
Well, I tried not to. I held it in. My cheeks were really tight.
Cheeks of steel.
Cheeks of steel. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's
Lucas, we're
see.
surrounded by idiots.
Window. Share this window.
I'm
Nope,
just gonna
I'm
keep
not sharing
walking.
system audio. Window.
I'm just gonna shake my head and keep walking.
The following statement was recorded at the Mobile Magnus Institute, following the standard procedures. Statement begins.
Hello there. My name is Ryan Jacob William Sawyer, but you can call me Mr. Ryan Jacob William Sawyer. Everyone who reports for me at the factory does, so It feels strange not to be addressed by my proper title in another formal setting such as this. I'm sure you understand. And the reason I'm here is, honestly, to get some help before I lose all my branded drip. My life is pretty sweet, or was, before all this started, anyway. Now, it's got me feeling like an extra-strength Sour Burst, which you can find in stores across America. I'm the middle manager at Wrigley's. I have a nice, cozy home in the suburbs, and I've got a top-of-the-line gaming setup waiting for me there. I've got a Magnus Pro desk and a Titan Evo Nanogen chair. It's got heaters in the seat. Really the back. There's no heater in the seat, which is weird, because my butt's where it gets the coldest. But anyway, it gives me maximum comfort while playing House Flipper. It's my favorite game, to be honest, except I can never match the fucking wallpaper with the carpets. The colors in the menu never match how they look in-game, and it's... You have a beautiful chartreuse lava flow next to cerulean seafoam, and when you place them, they become piss yellow and sickly blue. And I don't know if you've lived in a house before. You look like you haven't, but when you get there, in the suburbs, you don't want your house to be piss yellow. Also, if your piss is yellow, drink more water. Anyway, I've sent so many emails, more emails than you can believe about this, and yet nothing has changed. Can you believe they wouldn't treat the situation with the seriousness it deserves? Piss yellow, guys. Anyway, now I'm all irritated. Do you mind if I chug this Prime energy drink real quick? I've been watching a lot of Logan Paul lately, and... Yeah. Okay. Where was I? House Flipper, right. Even with their asinine coloring, I do love to play the game still. I am glad Craig bought me the setup for my birthday. Craig's my wife's boyfriend, by the way. Anyway, this nonsense started a couple weeks ago. I was in my office at work, wearing my slim fit Emporio Armani suit, bottle of Dracar Black. Gotta look good because I go to the duck after and just slam car bombs. Anyway, I was running up a couple pips for a couple underperformers, and they were gonna be tough to bring in line, but Mr. Ryan Jacob William Sawyer never gives up on anyone, no matter how much of a lost cause they appear to be. But that day was different. I couldn't get the color of the carpets out of my head. My mind would drift from spreadsheets to palettes, and we had a new flavor of dummies to roll out within the week. Not to replace the underperformers, I mean dummies like the candy. And anyway, as I looked at the final designs for the packaging, everything suddenly looked wrong to me. I already wasn't a fan of the colors the design team had settled on, but I thought I was over it, and I spent the rest of my shift stewing over mismatched interior designs before I headed home for the night. I took the scenic route home, on my Vespa GTS 310 SuperTech, hoping to get my mind off the jumble of colors in my brain, and I ended up getting back after sunset. All the lights were off. I guess Craig and Steph were having a date night together. I parked in the garage and made my way inside for another long and heated night of passionate home decorating. I didn't turn on the lights. I prefer it to be dark. I did catch a whiff of something strange as I closed the door to my room, which I now realize was paint. That's strange. I wonder why that's so clear to me now. Anyway, after a couple of hours of turning rundown shacks into gorgeous starter homes, my stomach alerted me to how empty it was. So, I put on my house Timbs and opened the door to my room. The lights were on. Date night must have ended. And with the lights on, I saw something that scared me so badly, I nearly jumped out of my William Abraham Survey socks. The walls. The walls didn't match the carpet. Why didn't they match the fucking carpet? I knew that couldn't be right. I spent hours picking out the fucking color scheme for the house that was perfect in every way. And I found myself asking, did the developer know about this color inaccuracy as well? If they had maybe changed my Tyrian purple to this Snugglepuss as a direct mockery of my complaint emails. Funny. So I knocked on the door to Craig's bedroom. I just wanted to ask if the walls were different when they got home, but I only heard some faint mumbling in response. Fucking rude. Anyway, I just went down to the basement kitchen. Another one of my genius ideas, by the way. Heat rises, but it doesn't matter. When I got down there, everything was fucking rearranged. No, hold on. No, hold on, time out. Not rearranged. Recreated. Shuffled. It looked like someone had tried to mimic a perfectly created basement kitchen by just Frankensteining together bits and pieces of other similar rooms. It's kind of like if you had a toddler and you gave him everything in your house and you said, hey baby, make me a fucking basement kitchen. Anyway, I stood there in my Nike Defree sweatpants, tucked in my Timbs, looking fly still, and reached out to grab a fridge handle. But it had become the handheld bidet to my standing toilet. Or maybe that's what it had always been. I couldn't be sure anymore. Everything had been redecorated inside and out. Maybe I'm a fridge. I don't know. So I grabbed a small blue cake from a bowl in my fridge and took a bite. It tasted like chemicals. It had a strange chemical taste to it. I don't regularly consume chemicals, but it reminded me of that. Otherwise, it was pretty satisfying, to be honest. I asked Steph in the morning if she noticed anything different, but she said I was just being nitpicky like always and went out for a day with her girls. So, here I am, full Adidas tracksuit, Apple Watch Ultra 3, full bottle of Drakkar, hoping you guys can come take a look at the place. I'm worried that the changes won't just stop at the basement bathroom and that I'll become a veritable fit of Theseus.
Statement ends. So that's our statement.
What the fuck is this?
What
Oh my
happened? I listened to the whole thing and I'm still lost.
I tried reading while listening to this and nothing fucking matched. What the
Can I be honest? I've been able to write 3 things throughout that entire thing. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I wrote down weird smell, rearranged basement, blue cake chemical taste. That's all I got from that entire fucking statement.
Yeah, I think that's all the
trying to
important
think.
information.
I got stuck on the house Tims because like what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, dude, you have your house Tims because you're outside Tims, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. You
Oh
don't want
my
to track dirt
lord.
in the house.
Jesus Christ, it's like you guys have never been to the East Coast in your life.
Half
Those,
of my
um,
sentences end with question marks in my notes.
Those socks,
You
by the
could-
way,
you could-
those
you
are
could put type
$1,300
shit at the
socks.
end of this.
Oh my god.
they are made
Guys,
from
can
the
we just
down of a
rob
New
this
Zealand
guy?
deer.
Oh my fucking
Can we
So-
ask this guy to buy us an orbital spaceship?
I was like,
Elaine
Rayne
does
was
not
like
started-
6
trust us
minutes
to,
max.
to do anything seriously now.
I started reading the statement like where the words that Athan is saying, and I just couldn't keep track. I got so lost so fucking quick.
God.
Alrighty. So,
Oh.
yeah, so as always, so this, you guys are, you get the statement at some point when you're on the road. This one, you get an address and a phone number, like always. The address is in Savannah, Georgia. Have you lived there, Reag?
No.
I've struck out this time. Curses. Better luck next time. So yeah, this is in Savannah, Georgia. The house, you have the address, you have a phone number, all that jazz. So you're still on the road at this point. Usually, you start your investigation a couple days into the drive. So what do we start with?
Can I use missing detail to
Yeah,
try
what's
to get
missing
something?
detail do?
You listen to the words of an NPC, read a transcript of something or an account by someone, such as a statement, and you note something that wasn't said. This can be something implied, something that was obviously left out.
Let's play the rest of
Okay.
the improv.
So, missing detail.
Please.
Give us any details.
Man, the tonal whiplash.
Translate, please.
Last week we had the death and potential and rebirth of Casey, and this week we have Mr. Ryan Jacob William Sawyer.
My only note is I feel like I just got hit by a truck.
I put figure out what the fuck this guy is on.
Okay,
I
Can
put
I
his wife
please
has a
call him?
boyfriend?
God,
Question
can I
mark.
please call him?
let's see. Missing detail. So, regardless of whether or not that name brand chair in the real world has this or not, the Fear Travels version of that name brand chair normally, and I don't know how Carr knows this, maybe Carr is a secret gamer or just has an obsession with chairs or with something. Normally that thing does have like warmers in the butt and the back. So there's something about this that's like wrong. Maybe it's a knockoff or something like that. Something about that chair is a little funky because it should have seat warmers.
This is just like the
Wait,
chair
where was this
company.
chair? What is this chair? Context of chair, please.
I am
the-
Evo Nanogen.
Yes. The Secret Lab
what?
Titan Evo Nanogen chair.
Okay.
As part of his nice
Ah.
gaming setup that he plays House Flipper on. Okay. So you
This
said
is
you wanted to
alright.
call him?
This is like a fucking steak with so much fat that we have to cut through.
Yeah.
We got like the whole like Costco fucking like rack of like ribeye. Then we gotta like cut them up individually to fucking digest this shit.
God, we're gonna find a person hiding in his chair or something.
So you said you wanted to try
If
to
you know, you know.
ring his phone, Reag, like always?
Yeah, pretty please.
Immediately to the voicemail. So it's either turned off or dead.
He's dead.
I think we're calling him from too poor of phones.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Could we try and find his like Steam account? Like, his gamer tag.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. How many hours does he have in House Flipper?
Can we
Okay.
stalk this guy?
Can I
Let
just
me
look up his name?
look up
Can we
Mr.
look
Ryan
up
Jacob
on
William
the House
Sawyer?
Flipper?
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Ryan Jacob William Sawyer is who I'm gonna look up.
Okay. I think there's nothing that's necessarily hindering you from doing this, so I think I'm gonna have you roll a research of some sort just to see to what level of information you acquire. I think that because there's nothing that's gonna stop you from finding stuff about him, but what of that is useful to you, I think, is what the roll is gonna determine. So that is going to be difficulty 3 from your intellect pool. If you're trained in researching or whatever, then you're trained. Otherwise, you're practiced. A 4, starting off strong.
Yeah.
We're rolling great.
I have a flip phone at this point.
Okay, so with that, it beats difficulty 1. The DC was 3. So I mean, you find a lot. You find a lot about Mr. Ryan Jacob William Sawyer. You find his LinkedIn, which is a travesty to look at. You know those like internet memes that make fun of like LinkedIn culture? He's that to a T.
Oh God.
You find some stuff on the House Flipper forums. A lot of stuff on the House Flipper forums. Dear God, there's a lot of comments on the House Flipper forums and arguing and complaining about the color inaccuracies and some other minor nitpicks, but the bulk of it is color inaccuracies. But you don't really find anything that seems useful other than just a lot of bitching.
Can I look up the company that makes the Titan Evo Nanogen chair?
Yeah, that's Secret Lab. The Secret Lab makes chairs, desks, accessories. They have a really that desk is really expensive. It's like $700 something, full metal. It's magnetic. Lots of fun little accessories. They have them in all different kinds of skins and materials. There's leather chairs. There's cloth chairs. There's cloth chairs that look like Diva from Overwatch. There's a lot of stuff. Is there anything in particular you're trying to find out about secretlab.com?
I want to see if there's like a secret parent company or something, or like I want to look at the people who make them, and maybe he got like a knockoff. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think there would be one. I think that you would be able to find without a roll. You'd be able to like dig into their history and find out they were established and blah 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 by some random dude who just wanted really comfy chairs or some dumb shit. So nothing suspect about the Secret Lab company. Oh man, you guys have a theory hour all about like companies, and then we have a statement that's got like 12 different brands. Oh man.
It's
Yeah,
so
somebody
much
look into
food.
this. Wrigley's.
Wrigley's.
What is this? Wrigley's?
This.
Wrigley's?
Yeah.
Wrigley's.
So Wrigley's is the real world brand.
Can we call his work?
Wrigley's is the how that company name is pronounced. There's an extra letter in there. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Do any of us have an iPhone?
Oh my
I don't
phone's
know.
so
I
broken.
don't know
I
if
used
it-
to
you
have the
do it
latest phone. I
at this
don't
point
anymore.
because you guys keep.
I think
breaking
I'm the
them.
only one who has a phone right now.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
say my laptop's a really old Mac? Look,
Sure.
cool beans. Can I iMessage him?
Yeah. What does it do? What does it do when someone's phone is off or dead? It doesn't give you the deliver notification, right? It just kind of just sits there.
If the service is not connected, but there has been internet connected to the phone, then it'll go through.
Even if the phone is dead or off.
Yeah. Like if you specifically only send it through iMessage, it'll always go through. If his
As long
number is
as-
connected to an iMessage account.
That is also, and the phone itself has internet.
It's just as long as it's been connected, I think, in like the last.
Like
30
if the
days.
phone number exists.
Then yeah, I suppose it would mark delivered then.
Okay. And if I call it,
It goes straight to voicemail.
Mhm.
fuck.
Yeah. Can I call his place of work?
Yeah. So you take and you call the Wrigley's Savannah office, and there's like
I'm
the
gonna
little
stare at Kara.
there's like the little automated thing that probably takes you a really long time to get through, and you eventually get to like the person you get to when you press like other options enough times, and they're like, "Hello there, this is Wrigley's. Who am I currently speaking with? This is Sarah Johnson."
Oh, hi, Sarah Johnson. This is Linda Baylor, and I'm calling to ask about. We have recently got. I'm calling to ask. Does Mr. Ryan Jacob William Sawyer still work there?
And what's the nature of this inquiry?
We are. We have caught reason to believe that he might be in danger, and we are related to the Magnus Institute, and we're looking into him. We're worried.
Okay.
So good at lying. We're so good at this, guys.
The Magnus Institute, and you take and hear like her keyboard kind of clacking a little bit. Yeah, so that sounds like something that would normally go to like our legal team if you guys were like law enforcement, but we don't. I don't really think there's anywhere I can get ghost hunters to.
Well, okay, no, but can you just tell us, is he alive?
What a strange question to ask.
Kara.
I guess roll persuasion. This is like a persuasion to see if you can get anything out of her, or if she's just gonna either transfer you or maybe just straight up hang up. Probably difficulty
I'm staring
3.
even harder at Kara now.
Guys, I'm just a concerned
Actually, no.
party.
Difficulty 4. Yeah, difficulty 4 from your intellect
Okay.
pool. If you're trained in persuasion, you're trained. Otherwise, you're practiced. Yada yada.
In
yada.
my
course I'm
headcanon,
not.
the way these calls always go is we just put the phone in the center and on speaker, and then just let fucking Kara talk while covering our mouths and hoping
Yeah.
not to react loud enough.
Did you say difficulty 4?
Yeah, difficulty 4.
I don't know why we always let Kara handle
Why do we
this.
let Kara handle this all the time?
Every time. It's been every single time. And it's gone the exact same way every
And
single time.
18 beats difficulty
I'm
6.
so concerned about this guy.
So she's like, I think that you catch her in a moment where she just wants to get you off of the phone. And so this is one of those moments where she's like, I'll take the coaching on it later. I don't want to talk to this freak anymore. Yeah, he's not been to work in 2 days. So I can't tell you anything more than that.
All right, thank you. That is
Sounds
such a
right.
help. I'm wishing the best for you and your company.
Awesome. Please don't call us again. Click.
Kara, if you were gonna give a fake name, why would you tell them that we're from the Magnus Institute?
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
gotta think about it. I'm gonna lie about this piece of information, but not lie about the more important piece of information.
Well, if I said like the Lagnus Institute, she would have known it was fake.
You
didn't
could've said
have
we're
to
doing
say
a
we were an
wellness
institute.
check.
Yeah, I feel like you had the first half like pretty thought out, and then the second half you were improvising, and you're not great at improvising.
Yeah, I feel like
at
your
times.
checklist was make fake name, and then that was crossed off, and you were like, I got this.
I
Didn't
felt like
think I'd
you
get
spent.
this
should
far.
ask for more information.
Well, of course she was gonna ask for more
always
information.
do.
What did you expect? This happens every single time.
Like the car, have you ever taken an acting class? You got to think about the whole character, right? You got to give it backstory.
Yeah.
I could give you a recommendation for a
So-
really good one.
Do you guys do
Really?
this?
We
This
have
whole
time to
like,
think about
are
it
you
in
guys
advance,
doing
you
this
know?
in the vicinity of Becky driving the bus, like where she could hear this conversation?
Absolutely.
Probably, yeah.
So then, yeah,
Yeah,
she'll take
yeah.
it
She'll
like
probably
without
hear us bickering.
taking her eyes off the road. She'll like, oh yeah, no, I mean, if we ever have any time, I'm sure that Joe could give you some tips. He went to like Adler Stella or something like that. I don't. It's kind of. I think there's a lot. There's so many things that he does. I think it's really cool, but it's really hard to keep it all
How
straight.
often do you...
Becky, who's this Joe again? Who is he to you?
Oh have I never told you guys about my husband Joe? Really?
Maybe.
You don't
I don't
talk
remember.
about him often.
Oh yeah. Well, I
I've
mean,
never heard of
I don't.
this.
I mean, we're on the road a lot now, so I don't exactly get to see him all that often. We do while you guys are out on your adventures. Sometimes we have what's called like TikTok time when our schedules align, where we take and just kind of like it's kind of difficult. We get on like FaceTime and then we like watch TikToks like together, quote unquote. But because there's like the weird interference, if we both watch them at the same time, it's kind of like we take turns watching ones we've sent back, and it's a whole thing. Anyway, yeah, I did get to see him this past. Well, you guys kind of had some downtime because we were in town for a while, so that was nice.
Oh,
I
That's
look
good.
at Becky's finger to see if she has a ring that I've never noticed before.
Yeah, she does have a ring you guys have never noticed before. Just kind of one of those things that
I've
it's like,
heard of
oh,
the
that's
name
always been
Joe.
Like you don't know her
Is
at
that-
all, dude.
yeah. Is that what you were doing on that month break we had? Did you go to visit
there.
him?
Oh, yeah, after
Oh,
yeah, that's
yay.
kind of. I was MIA for a while. You guys are great. And I know that I wasn't really involved in much of what happened with the circus, but I was like, yeah, I need some time off. When Elaine gave us all that kind of month off, I just kind of, I have my like work phone that I gave you guys, and I just kind of turned that off, threw it in the desk drawer, and didn't look at it for a whole month.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
You have a whole ass husband. Why not?
Yeah, that's fair. We were
can
gonna
get
invite you
him.
on a skiing trip, but we couldn't contact you.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
I
It
had
didn't go
I had-
well though, so
yeah.
it's probably for the best.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys, yeah. Elaine told me that you guys like fucked your heads up or something. You like all crashed into some trees.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucked ass.
Concussion.
I'm gonna look at Kara and make sure she doesn't bring out her phone.
The photo evidence of you eating shit in the snow.
I'm gonna
Yep.
kind of look at Lukas and be like,
So yeah, with that, unless there's any other pre-gaming that you guys want to do for the statement, you got Becky will kind of pull into a another central area in Savannah, near-ish to the home.
Is there any way I could try and hack his computer? And by hack, I just mean guess his Gmail password one time, and if it doesn't work, I say I'm a failed hacker.
So you,
failed actor.
so are you gonna just hope that his Gmail is like Mr. Ryan Jacob William Sawyer at gmail.com?
I'm gonna hope that his email is exactly that, but without the Mister, and then his password is his name with the Mister capitalized.
Yeah.
That's a
Um,
really good guess.
That's
Let's
really
see.
good.
So this is difficulty 7 because I think it's impossible to just randomly nail this in one from your intellect pool, and you're trained in all non-combat skills, so you're trained in hacking. That was almost a 20. That's a 4 though. That is not a success.
I'm gonna ask Lightning to step aside. I want to use my cipher.
All right, that's a reroll. That's a 9. It's still not good enough, sadly.
I'm gonna ask Lightning to step aside and.
Wait, hold on.
Let me have a crack at this. And can I use my
yeah,
cipher
yeah.
for this? Can you use my cipher
You were
binary
gonna use a
for this?
cipher.
What's the cipher you want to use?
It's binary. You correctly guess the PIN code allowing access to a phone, door lock,
don't we
debit
do this when
card,
he get his-
and so on.
to his
Or you
ass?
guess the alphanumerical passcode for a laptop, website, or similar situation as long as the level of the object program is equal to or less than the cipher. God, that's fucking 5. Never mind. Shit.
Yeah. So
Ah.
in this case, because you don't even know his fucking email, not possible. When you get to his house, though, or you find it, or whatever, when you basically have more than
No.
a completely random shot in the dark of trying to guess it, sure, that's probably something that would be good to use. Right now, though, it's
Like, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You're telling me we don't have any LinkedIn connections with this guy?
We do have his
Um,
LinkedIn. His email would
Yeah,
be there.
that
Yeah, but do
Ooh,
we
his
have
email
any
would probably be on
connections?
there.
That's the important part. We can't get his email unless we have connections.
that's correct. Thank God someone in here knows how LinkedIn works, because I sure as hell don't.
But
I
Cool.
did kind of want to see if I could just use my research to look up if there's any like stories with like or statements within the institute about like I don't know, I guess like gaming stuff acting weird, like internet stuff being
I don't think it's a game.
technology.
It's not a gaming
Um,
thing, Kara. It's a whole house being changed kind of situation.
Is it his house or the house? Is it the
His-
house flipper or his
his-
house?
His house.
it's his house.
Oh, okay.
Question
Then yeah,
of the
about
hour.
a who's getting loose.
The house.
Yeah, I think there's a
Um,
goose in his house.
Okay. You're looking for statements on houses being weird?
Yeah, I guess like architect. Maybe should I be as guys? Should I be as vague as architecture, or more specifically like architecture being weird, or specifically like someone's daily living place getting fucked with?
Yeah, that's a great question.
What if we did like perceptual changes?
Ooh, oh, like things like not lining up with how the statement giver knows them to be.
Yeah, because the way he described it was, he said, shit was still the same. It was just different, right? And so like the walls were still walls. There weren't like any weird images. They were just different colors of piss. Really don't like piss.
Yeah, things being like same but different.
So a statement
It seems
about
like something
someone's
was happening
reality,
mentally.
reality not someone's perception of reality not quite fitting.
Yes, God.
Yes.
Okay.
God, for this statement, should I be hell or impaired? 'Cause the last I left was debilitating.
You would have made a full recovery. The only person who should have
Shouldn't we
any
be all healed by
Yeah,
now?
the only person who's not fully healed is Kara, who is starting us off with 6 stress and will keep 6
Yeah.
stress minimum until the end of the statement due to the memories of Becky's that were shared. Kara took them to heart pretty hard.
Yeah, sorry about that, gang.
I'm feeling bad.
Bad.
Yeah,
So
bad to the bone.
I'm gonna need you to meme that, brother. I'm gonna need you to meme that when you finish fucking. When you finish the.
let's see.
Jesus Christ.
There is a statement that you find about an office worker who was working on a project that was like graphic design, and every time he tried to basically render it out, the rendered version, there was something that was wrong, like the colors were slightly off, or maybe like there was a piece of it that was like one of the layers wasn't rendered out with everything else, or something like that. But every time he would go back into the program, everything looked fine. When he asked other people to take and come look at it, they'd say there was no problem. And this statement goes on that basically for about 2 weeks, he says, every single thing that he renders is like that. There's just one little thing that's wrong. He takes and describes during that 2-week period feeling watched. Like there's someone or something that's just watching him, with the exception of when he is giving the statement. While he's giving the statement, he feels that weight lifted from him. The post statement mentions that when a team was dispatched to go basically see what was up with him, he was found dead in his apartment with his eyes gouged out. And no further follow-ups were done after that. They just found him dead. They kind of like snooped around
Self-inflicted?
Yes.
Is there a name for this guy?
Yeah. It is Michael Rhodes.
Michael Rhodes?
Yep. Like Rhode Island.
Like RH?
Yeah, RH. All right. So with that,
All right.
sounds like our pre-investigations are done.